Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is Stormia Plays, and let's play some more of Diablo 2, Feed the Birds, level 99 hardcore challenge. It just tuppence a bag. You can afford it. I know you can. Let me turn the volume down a little. I think the volume's been up a little bit too high this entire time. I don't want it overwhelming my voice. Why? Okay. So today we are going into the Claw Viper Temple. I've got all my summons ready to go, so I try not to do stuff off stream unless it's like summoning my stuff. So also one thing I did is I equipped that splint mail we've been having sitting in our inventory for quite a while. I think it's going to be really hard to find anything to replace these gloves and boots. They have so many special effects. Like, these gloves are technically better when it comes... No, they're not. They're not in any way, shape, or form better. Never mind, I am incorrect. That's up to 72, but this is like 91, yeah. Alright. We may be about to pivot just a little bit. Hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping in. We may be about to pivot a little bit into a more defensive stance, because here's the important thing. If I die, we have to start this whole challenge again from level 1. And, you know, I probably won't do it as a pet druid again. I'll probably do it as a... I'll probably make a different character if that happens. Just, you know, try out new things, and that way we're not doing the same thing over and over again. And, you know, that is the definition of insanity. I think this is possible. I just... You know, if I die, I die, and, you know, I'm willing to try something different. So. Rejuvenation potion. But the important thing is we won't be starting again from 1. But having said that, we'll have lost... This is part 7, I think, so we'll have lost a bunch of progress. So I think it's important that I try not to allow that to happen unless we have no other choice in the matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot into more of a defensive stance for a bit. I'm going to try to get the werebear. Oh, hey. Ancient tunnels. That's cool. That's a side area. Let's do that. Bonus experience. Yeah, the werebear gives us bonus life and bonus defense. The bonus damage as well, but that's not as important. What's important is having extra life. Because see, I can do this, and it gives me, you know, I only get like 55 extra life, and this transformation only lasts for about 40 seconds, and then I have to spend 15 mana again. I only have 73 mana. But if I get the bear, which is also 15 mana, but if I put a couple points into lycanthropy as well, I'll have a bunch of extra life, extra defenses, and the transformation can last up to like a long time, depending on how many points I put in. I'm not willing to put in a lot of points, so it may be some more ravens. And our creeper, we lost our creeper too. I'm not willing to put in a lot of points, but maybe like 3, which I think will put us up to a 2-minute timer, which 2 minutes of real-time transformed is nothing to... Oh, that's an experience shrine. Anytime we find these, we need to take them and kill so we can like make this process go faster. Also, even if I don't keep it, if I keep that in my inventory, that's really good. Oh, 10 to 21. Okay, hold on a second. What is... 5 to 16. Oh, abso-frickin-lutely. Doom Cleaver, huh? Tell you what, I would miss the summons doing most of the work. But I think I can do a better build, and I think I can do a... I think I can do a better build. Anyways. What would be really good for this, and I'd have to talk Joe into doing it, if we could do like like my brother who also plays Diablo, if I could get like another person and they did, like one of us did the pet druid and the other did a paladin with like a defensive aura, or like a healing aura or an attack aura, and we got the mercenaries with the defense auras, I think we could be unkillable. Like, I think the grind to level 99 would be much simpler in that situation. But that would be a very long investment. I don't know if Joe's one would want to do that, and I don't know if my brother would want to do that, especially because, he's a Marine. So. But the thing is, there is a trophy attached to it, so actually 2 trophies, technically. Because, and I think I've confirmed, like, I'm not 100%, but I think I've confirmed this, as much as I can, that if you beat the level 99 hardcore trophy, you also get the regular one as well. At least it seems to be, because when I get progress on the hardcore one on my Xbox, I'm also getting progress towards the other trophy for level 99, which I don't have a character that's leveled up, above that hardcore character over there. So I think I'm pretty confident to say that, that does happen. So, but we'll see. We got a long way to go. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. And we didn't get a whole lot of progress out of that shrine there, but that's fine. We're starting to get a little bit over leveled here, so we're level 21? Yeah. Like, I want to say that we probably are over leveled at this point for this act. Ooh, we got 3 people. Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. Get 'em, boys. Also, is that chainmail better than what you're currently wearing, friend?
I am overburdened.
Of course it is. You were wearing a breastplate that's 70 compared to 74, yes.
I'll put that to good use.
Not a huge upgrade, but, a little bit of one. But look, you're giving us a passive defensive bonus, so if you die, we lose that defensive bonus. So it is in our vested interest that you stay on your feet as long as possible. Yeah, I think we have to go up here to get to the Wall Viper Temple. Get 'em, boys. Yeah, the way I see it, the Vine is a bonus. I'm not going to worry too much about it. The Vine is always kind of weak. Like, I think the Carrion Vine is supposed to be more useful. The issue is that I use the Dire Wolves, and the Dire Wolves eat corpses to get stronger. Go ahead and restore my mana. Resummon the Vine. Ooh, an L rune. That's the thing is that, in order to do that other plan, I'd have to restart the grind from scratch. Which, again, I'm not unwilling to do if somebody wanted to do the grind and get the trophy / achievement. Let's use that. Get our health back up. But I'd have to do an online character, and I'd have to do it. Well, see, online characters, it doesn't really matter where I make them because I can cross progress them on any console. but it would be better to keep them on the same console.
Snakes. I hate snakes.
Oh, Captain, you hate snakes. Did I just say your name? Nice. I don't want Captain to die, so I'm going to do everything I can to keep him alive and to get him through this challenge. But if it happens, it happens. Like, we're going to... And we will do something fitting for him in memorial. Get 'em, boys. Yeah, the Ravens are like our shock troopers. They're like the first ones in. The other ones all come in after the Ravens. So I can see why a lot of the builds for pet druids, stress how important it is to build your Ravens up first and then everything else secondary. Because the Ravens do seem to be doing a majority of the work. Well, and the thing is, you don't just build up your total number of hits and how much damage they do, you also increase their attack rating, which helps them hit as well. So that's another reason why it's important to focus on the Raven. I'm just worried that once we get up to higher levels, I'm going to need the extra health and defense that I don't have now. I mean, ideally, I don't want to be getting hit anyway, so. But, the bosses aren't really going to care about that, so. I don't know, did Adariel kill a single one of my summons? I don't remember. It's been a hot minute since we did that fight. Yeah, we're grinding our way through Act 2, but, we've been in Act 2 for a couple of streams now. I did a couple of weeks because, I haven't been able to do this as often as I wanted. I was trying to do this twice a week for a little bit there, but unfortunately I've had some family obligations lately, and I'm about to have more family obligations for Christmas, which I'm really happy about, because I get to see my youngest brother, who's been in California, and his wife's going to be there, and my middle brother and his wife's going to be there, and my nieces. I'm really excited about that. Oh, shit. Really excited about that is what I meant. Ooh. If I can carry that out of here, that's going to be very valuable. Hey, the Vine did his duty. That's all that matters. As long as the Vine poisons one enemy, he's served the mana that cost that I've spent to cast him. Did I get everything on this floor? I think I did. If I didn't, not a huge deal. Okay, so this is the final level of the Claw Viper Temple, I think. Oh, I didn't ask that guy about the shoot. Hold on, let's go back real fast. Okay, I needed to empty my inventory on anyways.
Yes? Good day.
Okay, that's Barbarian only. You're getting sold. 9 compared to 8. But heal stamina plus, fire resist, half free duration. Nope. Sorry, Boots, but you can't compete. Look at that. Look at that. 10,000. If I was playing a sorceress, though, Fireball would be really good if I was doing a fire sorceress. And 1 to 14 lightning is good, but I'm going to go ahead and sell that. I don't need this extra scroll of town portal. Put you up here. 10% extra gold for monsters. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, wait. Who am I supposed to talk to? Is that not who you are?
I've discovered a reference to a similar eclipse several hundred years ago. It says that some desert-dwelling snake demons had erected an evil altar which caused the sun to go black. Perhaps we're dealing with something similar here. Look for an altar in the Claw Viper Temple.
Alright. Actually, let me put up the rune in the rejuvenation potion. And while I do have enough potions to make another full rejuvenation potion, right now my Roderick cube is full, so I don't want to put anything else in there right now because it's got the pieces of the staff in there. Okay, here we go. I'm very glad there wasn't a way shrine right there. I'd have been so angry if it was. Anyone with the Viper. I forgot how small this down here can be. That up.
Yes. The sun warms the world once more.
Oh, 8 to 29, you say? 1 to 45, you say? Well, that's infinitely better. Speak with the townsfolk and Luke alone. Right, back to the way shrine. Also, just check to make sure that we did in fact clean out everything on this floor. So it looks like we did. Don't take it for granted because there might be a little bit of extra experience we can. Yep, in fact, I did miss an area. I can see it on the map. At least 2 areas. Good gracious. May as well grind them for the XP. Get at least 1 level up tonight. You went right through that door. That's cheating. You can't do that. Maybe the door's not actually closed. Yeah, I'm starting to think that door's not actually closed. No, it was, but that is so weird. Oh, I'm not looking forward to the spider. I'm not looking forward to the spiders. tight areas with poison. It's like the maggot layer all over again, but worse. Well done, guys. I am very impressed. Get that rejuvenation potion, get that hawk helmet. Well, at least it's not ethereal this time. Now, I don't think it'd be better than my current one, but you know. Ow. I've been wrong before. If it gets something like +1 to all druid skills, that would be nice. Get 'em, boys. Yay! We're back to normal.
You have done well to restore light to our world.
Quest completed, but you don't get a reward for that.
The Viper amulet you bear is actually the headpiece of a Horodric staff. Yes, you have an uncanny knack for finding Hello.
Alright, let's take a look at this hawk helmet. So what do we got here? We got... What? I thought this was a yellow hawk helmet. That's weird. No, the chain gloves were yellow, though. +2 to strength, 12 to cold resistance. No, these are still better.
How may I help you?
It's really hard to find something better than that. Okay, put here. Transmute. Restore the Horodric staff. Okay. Now, I don't think I need to take this with... I think I can come back and grab this when I need it. Alright. Take the staff to Tal Rush's tomb, yeah. Talk to this guy over here about the arcane...
I've been researching the old records, trying to find the location of Tal Rasha's tomb. Though I haven't found the tomb itself, I may have a good lead for you. The great Vigerai summoner, Horizon, built his Aracane Sanctuary somewhere around here. He was a powerful spellcaster and kept demons as slaves within the sanctuary. He kept a close eye on great events too, such as the imprisonment of Baal within Tal Rasha's tomb. If you could find Horizon's sanctuary, I'm sure that it would hold some clue as to the tomb's location. Though I doubt Horizon is still alive, you must proceed with caution. There's no telling what could be waiting inside. When I spoke of this with Lord Jaren, he asked that I send you to him. Perhaps he knows of a secret entrance or the like.
When the troubles began here, I allowed the terrified harem guilds to join me within the safety of the palace. All was fine until one night. Screams echoed up the stairwells from the harem. My guards arrived to find the poor girls being slaughtered by a merciless band of hell-spawned demons. My brave guardsmen tried to push the demons back into the mysterious rift from which they came. Ever since, my men have fought a losing battle. Demons have continued to pour through the rift into the palace. Ultimately, I hired Grays and his mercenaries to help protect the rest of my fair city. Drognin believes that the Aracane Sanctuary lies buried underneath this palace, since Lutgalain occupies the site of an ancient Vigeri fortress. My palace is open to you now. Take care. I have heard of your many deeds of skill and bravery. I feel I can trust you with something I have been hesitant to speak of. Drognin and I have concluded that the Dark Wanderer who passed through here recently was Diablo himself. Drognin believes that Diablo is searching the desert for the secret tomb where the great Horadric mage Tal Rasha keeps Baal imprisoned. You must find Diablo and put an end to the terrible evil that has fallen upon our city. Drognin is wise and is sure to have some helpful advice for you as to how Tal Rasha's tomb may be found. It may take you quite some time to find the tomb. May you be ready when you do.
Stay out of trouble.
Right, to the harem. This was a place where the Sultan would come to make his heirs, and now it's filled with enemies. Death. So yeah, there's one of the things that this level in particular features is multiple entrances that go to different locations. Yeah, look at this. Blood everywhere. Is that a dead guard or a dead... No, that's definitely a dead harem girl. Oh. What did this look like back in the day? Well, there wasn't a dead harem girl here, I'll tell you that. Dead guards, yes, but the dead harem girl is a new addition. Which is weird, you'd think it would be the other way around. Ow. You know, I forgot to check to see where the way shrine is in the harem. If there even is one in the harem. Wahid, be careful. If you die, I'll be very upset. I can just bring you back instead. that goes up to the harem level 1. You know, the first time I played this, I had no idea what a harem was. And Mom didn't feel like explaining to us back in the day because we were children when we played this originally. Palace Cellar, level 1. Oh, enemies! Get them, boys! Alright, I'm fairly confident we got most of this level figured out. Palace Cellar 1. Yeah, the ravens die out and the enemies start pushing us back. The moment the ravens come back, they start pushing the other way. Because you level up so fast at the beginning of the game, and then leveling like slows to a crawl. Maybe I'm not playing as fast as they expect us to, but you know. I tend to take my time and go more slowly through levels, making sure I map out everything. Some people can do like can beat the game on normal in like a single like sitting. It's like it's crazy. I've never beaten the game. In fact, I never finished my original playthrough of the game. And I was actually considering going back and redoing like the same character that I originally started with, and doing a full series with that. But then it's like I actually tried out like the original Diablo 1 again, or sorry, Diablo 2 again. I was like, no, I'm gonna need a little more time to figure out if I really want to commit to something like this. Ah, there we go. Oh wow, we've only got the 2 way shrines left. We are almost done with Act 2, my friends. Oh, that might be better for Full Helm 24 compared to Full Helm 23. Well, it is better, it just
I'll put that to good use.
not exponentially or anything like that. Like I said, you know, his survivability is my survivability, so. Summon back more ravens. Open the door. One good thing about being out in the jungle is it's more open spaces. And that's another thing, like, for a lot of, like, future, like, places, they're gonna be a lot more open than these areas are. And the pets will be a lot better, in a lot better shape. What we got here? Find Talrash's tomb. With the Aracane Sanctum. What quest is that? Oh, that must be the one inside the Aracane Sanctum. There's a separate quest for the Aracane Sanctum. I think. I'm not entirely sure on that. This goes down to the palace level 3, but I want to finish mapping out the level. So I'd like to at least get 1 level tonight if I don't get 2. Ooh, damn, that's a gold amulet. That's worth spending a gold on. summon back my ravens, let them do their thing while I check them out. 10% faster cast rate, 2 to life, 18 to mana, poison resist, plus 8. Faster cast rate. Oh yeah, that is just a straight up upgrade. That was a waste of a potion. I should have used a minor potion on that. And I got plenty of potions, but still. I forgot how tricky this place can be to navigate. Why does it look like I'm stuck in here? That goes back up to the cellar level 1. I think I'm going to stick with increasing damage for a while longer. I think we're in good enough shape at the moment with health and defense. But maybe in future level ups I will reconsider. But at least my next level up I'm going to put into ravens. Increase the bang for my buck, as it were. Well, I can see the entrance to the Arcane Sanctuary. Go get them, boys. Yep, that's the entrance to the Arcane Sanctuary right there. Just clearing out the palace for you there, buddy. You'll have your palace back in no time. You'll need to find new girls for the harem, because unfortunately none of them survive, by the looks of it. I'll be honest with you though, I don't think any girls will volunteer to go back in the harem, so... Especially not, you know, with everyone who died in there, and the fact that this is Sanctuary and their ghosts could absolutely be haunting. We are... I mean, we're winning, but for a second it looked like we were going to be overwhelmed. Yay, we leveled up! We got at least the one level up in tonight. Okay, we gotta go this way. Before we go any further, 2 points of strength, 1 point of dexterity, 2 points of vitality, build our life up more. Skill points. Yeah, so we do have to put 1 point. So I would have to spend a minimum. I would have to get the werebear for 1 point. I have to put 1 point into a werewolf, and I have to put the 3 points. So it's going to take 5 points to get to where I want to be with that. So yeah, let's do ravens. Get our hits up to by 1 to 20. Our damage is going to go up by is that 10 on our minimum damage and 12 on our maximum? Holy crap. Attack rating up by 30%. I didn't even see that. Is that because of all the other bonuses being counted in? Definitely. Definitely. Like, that's a huge damage difference. What the heck? Yes, very nice. Ooh. Take that healing potion. I don't think you're going to be better than what he's already. You're not. Not really. I can't really justify keeping you, to be honest. I mean, you might be valuable. I'll take you just in case, but if I need to drop something, you're the first thing getting dropped. Also, you are doing me no good being in my inventory. That's not bad. Alright. Welcome to the Aracane Sanctum.
This was not designed by nature's architect.
Perfect. Let's take a quick break. Let's see, we still got 17 minutes left, so we can start exploring the Sanctum tonight.
Blessings to you.
And the life, we're gonna keep that. I'm gonna sell that. Sell that. Let me...
Excellent. You have a Horodric staff.
Alright. Let's see what we got here. We got lightning resist, let's sell that. Maximum damage, sell that. Keep this extra potion. Put away the gemstone. The rejuvenation potion. I could technically fuse these now, but I'm going to wait until off stream because there's no reason to subject you guys to that. While I do want to do most things on stream, so I have evidence of what I'm doing, and just for the journey to be recorded, there's no reason to make you sit there and watch me merge a bunch of potions together. If that makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna get some water real quick. I will be right back. better. Okay. So I took a puff of my inhaler. I think I was getting a little too wheezy there. Actually, it's funny, the last time I came in here, which was for my test run for this, which I haven't gotten back to in a while, it's over on the Xbox, so I don't, cause problems for this file. Oh yeah, these guys are pretty resistant, aren't they? Oh, the Ravens can go right up to these guys. That's hilarious. I love it. Anyways, we went. The last time I did this, we actually went straight to like the final boss in here without doing like the rest of the stuff. And I'm like, well, no, I'm still mapping out the rest of the dungeon. Like, we're not going to just finish the dungeon just because I hit the end point. But it was funny that like I managed to guess the right path on the very first try. The thing is, like, there's no telling which of those 4 paths is the right one. And the thing is, these are really wide and long and winding, and they don't normally, like, cross together. They normally end up, like, being separate paths. So, ultimately, you end up going down several of them before you find the right spot. But it's like I said, I like to map out all the dungeons completely and get as much XP as possible. So... yeah, the Ravens are definitely a boon in here because they can get around much easier than the rest of the summons, but... the downside to the Ravens when you enjoy the fighting is then I'm going to have to summon them back like way more often. But they do get an extra hit now, and they do more damage, so like a lot more damage. And anytime the wolves or the vine helps out, or Wahid helps out, like, that's just saving time on the ravens being summoned and not having to be resummoned, so. But, like, if all 5 ravens teams up on a target, they don't survive, typically. It's up here, you're full health. That might be better for Wahid. 30. Oh, yeah, that's definitely better. No, that's not. That's weird. I heavily doubt we're going to finish the Arcane Sanctum tonight, especially given that we only got 12 minutes left of the stream, but we'll see. The thing is, if I map this out and find this isn't where the portal is, like, that's fine. I can just end off and take one of the other paths next time. So as long as I completely finish this path. So we may go a little bit over to make sure this path is completely finished. Technically speaking, the hour is not hard rule. It is a soft rule. I like keeping them at an hour because I feel like having them more as bite-sized chunks will help them like be more viewable for like people to go and watch them. The issue being that eventually I'm not going to be able to keep them at an hour because it's going to take more than an hour to get even a single level up. But when that happens, when we're going to be actually like spending hours grinding, like I'm going to mute and I'm going to just like turn on an audiobook and I'm going to just grind. And if somebody joins the chat and wants to talk, I'll talk. But like if I'm like not being watched at the time, and I'm recording, I'll just like do something else while I'm grinding because I can go for quite a long time if I've got something else to do and I'm not just sitting here talking to myself for hours. But also, I've already streamed tonight, too, so, this is my second stream of the night, so. As I streamed LEGO Star Wars for 2 hours already, so. That's probably, that may have been why I was so wheezy as well, so. Yeah, but the The puppy in here helped a lot. Getting a lot of scrolls of identification, which is good. Oh, I've actually completely maxed out my scrolls of identification. So I need to stop picking those up for a while. Yeah, we've almost gone in a full circle. In fact, we have. We're almost finished with the first route. Okay, so we finished the first route, so I'm going to go and start one more, and then we will call it a stream. And then when we come back, we'll just pick up on whatever route is next. So we're going to go, I guess we'll go clockwise. So we'll go to the top right next. Good job, boys. Experience Shrine, you say? Well, okay, so next week we'll definitely be coming to grab this before we start our grind down whatever path we're going on. Shoot. Let's go back and take another path real quick. You summon the vine. Don't let it die. Well, the shrine, the experience shrine wore off. Again, though, I think we're definitely over leveled. That looks like it should be a way shrine, but it's not. I'm gonna take that just for old time's sake. cup of hot tea and have more of these. So. Ugh. It sounds like a trap going off. I've heard that a couple of times when you step on just a random piece of ground. It sounds like when you open a. It sounds like when you open a chest and a trap goes off. Can't believe I even considered trying to level 99 on part 4 in Act 1. It never would have worked. Like, we're barely moving the bar and we're fighting enemies in Act 2. Like, late in Act 2. Alright. But we have cleared 2 out of 4 routes in the Aracane Sanctum and cleared all the enemies out. Next time we'll do the other 2 routes, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But let's go ahead and get wrapped up for tonight.
It is an honor to serve you.
Oh, nothing needs repairing. That's cool. Glacial Spike Fireball, 10,000. Damn. We're getting all kinds of money from these gnarled staffs. Okay, so 7% chance of getting better magic item. So I have... Oh, hey, that's just a straight up upgrade as well. I'm gonna hold on to you just in case we die. 8% fire resistance. Actually, that's really useful. I'm not gonna sell that. Hold on to that too. I'm gonna move you... here. Okay. Everyone, thanks for joining me. I hope you had fun with this episode of Diablo 2, Feed the Birds. Remember, it's just tuppence a bag. You can definitely afford it. We'll be back at some point in the future, probably next Friday, with more of this. Starfield tomorrow, energy weapons only. We're going to be probably blitzing through quite a bit of the campaign now that I have made my legendary weapon. Yes, I have finished the McClarence grind, and we have a legendary weapon. I haven't done armor yet. I've got the stuff for most of it except for the boost pack, but I've been waiting for something specific to happen before I do that. I also need money, because I spent a lot of money on getting that set up. But I made a laser shotgun. I will show you guys on tomorrow at some point. And then, of course, Sunday, Outer Worlds 2 finale. So, anyways, join me for that. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day. Goodbye. Sorry, great night. Bye.